Welcome to St Joseph's BBC News School Report. This week we have had Mission Week. Now over to our reporters.
Here today with Miss Mahoney, Assistant Head, and Miss Brooks, Head of RA. What is the mission statement, Miss Mahoney?
We have a new mission statement for our school, and our mission statement is: in our learning community, we grow in love for God by recognising Christ in every person and living our faith through action.
Why do we have a Mission Week?
We can see in our mission statement that we are committed to enabling each student in our school to live their faith through action. And the purpose of the mission is to empower each student in the school to grow in their own faith so that they're able then to go out into the community and put their faith into action and share their faith with other people.
What does the mission statement mean?
The reason why we have a mission statement and what it means for us is that we are a part of a Catholic community, that Christ is at the centre of our community, and that we want every person to be able to be empowered to go out into the community and show that to other people.
How do you feel about the Mission Week?
I think it's been a wonderful experience in school. It's been fantastic to see all students from all year groups, from all different faith backgrounds, experiencing the love that God has for us and coming to an understanding of God's place in their lives. It's just been wonderful to see how everybody's just grown this week.
I think the mission has been a brilliant opportunity for everybody to come together from year 7 to 6th form. The fact that we've seen people running into the assembly to hear what the brothers and sisters have to say is fantastic, and it gives us really a shared joy about knowing who God is and what God has impact in our life as well. Brilliant opportunity.
Thank you for your time and answering our questions.
Welcome.
So what is the mission?
Well, can I say that we've been waiting for years for this. We've been getting very excited about inviting a group of Franciscan sisters and friars into the school, and we've talked about it for a long time. This week it's been absolutely wonderful that they've come in, they've shared time with us, they've led special assemblies, they've taught us lovely songs, and the whole effect on the school has been deep and meaningful, and it's enhanced everybody's spirituality. It's been good fun, so it's religion in a good, fun, positive way.
Alright, thank you.
Why did you devote your life to God?
I devoted my life to God because, number one, I think it was His calling in my life, which was me having the difficulty of responding to that, but it was really Him calling. And I devoted it to because when He was calling, I came to a point in my life where I had to listen to that. And when I did, I realized He had such an incredible love for me that I had to respond and say yes to Him.
Right. What does your family think about your decision?
My mom, being the spiritual leader in the family, she's the one that embraces it the most. And when she came to visit the brothers, she said herself, she said, I wouldn't want to take the joy away from my son. But my dad, I think, has a little bit harder time because he's not as much into his faith as she is.
Can you describe your daily routine and how is it different from before you were a religious brother?
Sure, I'd say that there's never an uneventful or unexciting day in my life now. Whereas before it was a little bit less adventurous, a little bit less risk-taking, and risk-taking in the sense that every day, you know, the Lord sends you some amazing people into your life, and you could never predict that certain situations would happen, whether you would be crying with some person at one moment, or you'd be praying with another person at another second, or helping someone in a family situation in another moment. And just that dynamic of how He just sends people into your life that need help, especially the poor, with where we work in Canning Town and stuff like that. In my life before, it was more of a life focused about me and about what I wanted to do in my life, and it wasn't fulfilling because I wasn't serving other people. And so I guess that's the main thing that struck me the most about my life now is the adventure that the Lord calls me into, a life of service. And
Do you like the idea of Action Week?
oh, I love it. If we could get called into this place, I'd do it again next week and the week after that, because I think the kids have responded, you guys have responded so amazingly to just the school mission and us just coming in and welcoming us, and I love it. Just the smiling faces is enough to keep you coming back.
What have you enjoyed about the week most so far?
I'd say probably just the realness of the realness in the sense of how open that people have been, of seeing like this weird guy with a beard and a shaved head and dressed a little bit differently than normal, and just coming in and talking about Jesus, which sometimes can be very uncomfortable for a lot of people at certain times, and just how people in the school have been open to that. Just like, who is this man Jesus, and what can he do for me in my life? And so that's impressive the most, the way that people have responded to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What are you doing to help girls with Mission Week?
That's a good question. Well, we've been in here at St. Joseph's for this whole week with the invitation for people to be able to experience the love of Jesus. So it's really trying to bring Jesus to each one of the girls here at the school, and we've done that really through the talks, people's personal witness, some of the brothers and sisters sharing the story of how Jesus has touched their own life, and then all of our times of prayer together, really through the singing, and through our time spent in the chapel in adoration, and then this evening we're going to have Mass. So really in those times of prayer, just trying to help each of the girls here to personally experience that Jesus' love for each of them.
How did you plan the talks that you do?
Well, usually when we plan a talk, a lot of it comes from prayer, actually. So we spend a lot of time just in preparation, spending time with the Lord, reading over the scriptures, praying over the scriptures, and a lot of experiences from our own life. What have we learned in our relationship with the Lord? What can we share with others about that? And then just kind of seeing, who are we talking to? Where are they at? What's the message that they need to hear and the Lord wants to speak to them? Then a talk will kind of come out of that, and throw a few fun stories in and get everyone involved.
How many schools have you been to?
Well, we're originally from the United States, sister and I both. So if you count all of those, I guess I've been a sister for about 5 years now. So in all of those years, probably more schools than I can count. But we love going into schools, and we've been probably into most of the schools in the Leeds, Bradford area. We go and visit schools as often as people will invite us in. And we make a lot of retreats. When we were living in New York before we came here, we would make a lot of retreats to schools also throughout the United States as well. So more than I can number.
And has the school made you feel welcome?
Yes, absolutely. It's been a real joy to be here. I think everyone has a lot of energy and great smiles. The second we go out on the playground, we've got all kinds of people around us, and it's just been a lot of fun to be able to talk with everyone and spend time with you. Also, it's just been beautiful. There's the little mission team with the chaplaincy office. They've been serving us in a really beautiful way, and just the opportunity to be with each of the students here it's been really blessed. Thank you.
Thank you. Hope you enjoyed our school report. Thank you for watching.